about Mr. D.
I hate it. Like, I feel like the TV's all the way up on like 75.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Similar.
Yeah.
But the energy is like you just feel his energy.
All day long, people gravitate toward Kevin. So like, we play on plane rides. This is Kevin first to get on the team. So I remember we be on plane rides, and you know I have my little headphones on. I'm sitting, and you know, flying, and then I look over. He had the table. You know how the flights we had, they had some of them had card tables. We play cards. So I look over. KG's sitting there, and I'm looking at like 5, 6 of the young guys sitting around him, like a campfire. Just like they gravitated toward him. Like that's, and he just telling them stories and stuff. And started, yeah. And I'm like, damn. So you know, after playing with him for like 3, 4, 5 years, I'm hearing the same stories over. Like, you know, I'm over on the side telling the stories to the new cats, and I'm like, man, he put a little more gas on it this time. But that's why people just gravitated to it. I was like, man, he told me the story. You didn't do that the last time.
Right.
Oh man, that's just show you his energy and how people just gravitated toward him. I mean, we sit in the locker room. Next thing I know, after practice, we there for like 2 hours just listening to Kevin, chopping it up. Like you don't even realize the time going by.
Those are the moments you miss though when you're done. Like I don't miss basketball. I mean, I haven't missed it, but you miss the times when you just fucking with your people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just what it is.
The thing about it too, off the course stuff.
Yeah,
the bus ride, the plane ride, and then we all go through the same stuff.
Yeah. You understand? You got someone that's sitting next to you.
We all brothers, like just like before we outside we talking about all the same stuff we go through off the course. You know what I'm saying?
Very similar.
Very similar.
So you're transitioning into media, and we'll get to the ESPN and what you're doing, but you got in a beef with Wade, and this kind of goes to the social media era when people are not understanding who you are, and then you know Dwayne being and all his greatness. But talk to us a little bit about how that kind of got going and what happened.
You know, I think that was like really a big misunderstanding because like I respect Wade. I mean, come on, D-Wade. Come on, you got.
We knew that.
Yeah, but like for me as a competitor, you know, I think it was taken out of context. Now, 2 questions was asked: are you better than Wade, or do you have a better career?
What you supposed to say?
You know, I was like, I think I'm better. You know, clearly, if you look at his accolades career-wise, yes, he won 3 championships. Yes, he's one of the greatest 2 guards. All-Star MVP, Finals MVP, one of the greatest finals ever. But I'm looking at it like, do I think I'm a better player than Wade? I say yes. I think I think I have more skill. I think I'm taller. I think I can do everything he can do on both ends. Now, that's what I was referring to. Now, whether you agree with it or you don't, that's who I.
But even if you say that, that's not. But like. It doesn't disrespect him.
It doesn't.
I'm not take away his greatness or nothing, and that's what I hate how the media wants to spin shit and make it like a war when it's just when you really in depth get to explain just where it's coming from. You don't understand.
I don't have to demean him to be confident in myself.
Exactly. It wasn't me putting him down.
Right.
Like I respect Wade. I respect everything he's done for the game of basketball. This is not me putting him down.
What?
This is just like how I feel.
Yeah, it just happened this year.
I went to a campus thing, and it was like. How does it feel to beat the best player in the world? And I was like, wait, I'm the best player in the world. Like, this is what I said. They made a big deal of it. And I was like, well, you know, I just coming off the championship. I'm just coming off a Finals MVP. I feel like I'm the best player in the world. And they do that out of me. But why can I not feel like that? Right. You know what I'm saying?
That's not my man.
Why can I feel like that? I got the chip and the trophy and the MVP.
Right.
I'm not supposed to feel like that.
Right.
Yeah. And so, whatever. People don't take Paul Pierce out of context. That's just whatever.
Did you see yourself doing what you're doing now? Did you see yourself getting paid good money to do it?
No, man. I really didn't really see it, but like I had a chance to work the finals while I was still playing, and I was like,
last year when
I was with the Clippers, and I was just like, should I do this every day? Like, you know, you be in the locker room talking hoops. Like, I could easily talk hoops. I mean, this is my life. This is what I do every day. And so, like, I was like, I could do this. Do a bunch of this, go in the studio, talk some hoops, tell them how I feel about this, what I feel about that. I feel like I know the game, so I can speak on it. And so, it was just like, kind of like, was kind of like brought to me, and I was like, you know, I can see myself doing
Please.
this.
Oh no.
And it's worked out, man. I enjoy like y'all. We still talk the game. We still sit around, watch it, like and talk.
Get paid for it.
Straight up. And now I get paid for it.
What's your thoughts on the current climate of the Celtics?
Man, truthfully, before the season, I was like, okay, they're gonna be all right. But now, the way Jason Tatum's playing, I feel like they can go to the finals. I mean, he has taken the next step of superstardom. And I was like, before,
Well,
like maybe
it's a non-factor.
you gotta have that star to win. And he's turning into that right before our eyes. Like, I mean, this run that he's on, I don't see it.
He was on the tear though. That regular season.
Like when they was like, when I was just at the, I went and watched the play, and I was like, yeah, it's only his third year. I was like, it's his third year. It felt like he been in the league for a minute, right? Like, I forget he was just a rookie playing against LeBron in the conference finals. I forget that. And I forget. I felt like it was his fourth or fifth year, but his third year, to be him doing what he's doing, I feel like the Celtics can get to the finals. I really do, and I'm always honest about them. Like I didn't think it last year. I said no. I didn't think it the year, before. No, I like them just because I played, but actually, I really think they can get to the finals. I mean, Milwaukee, they good. But do we really believe in them like that?
They gotta win it for us.
I mean, yeah.
People say they don't get the respect, but that comes in the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta earn that. Like, they never won nothing.
Like I said, the regular season, the Warriors at the greatest regular season record didn't win that year. It almost kind of like waters it down. Like you gotta be in the playoffs to get that respect.
Absolutely. So now after Milwaukee, it's like, who else?
You see any comparisons with you and Tatum in this game?
Yeah, I see a lot of them, man. He's smooth.
That side step. People don't know you've been doing that. The side step three. Yeah. People don't know you've been doing that.
See, we done had a social media.
Yeah, he been. For newsflash, for all y'all that don't know, this new side step that y'all see these trainers teaching these players, Paul been doing that. He's been doing that.
Right. That was a shot I took on Al.
Yeah.
Jesus, why are y'all niggas so loud?
Nah, shout out to Al. You know I
Shout out
love
my
you,
bro. Yes, sir.
You my bro.
Marcus Smart. I know you're big.
None of y'all niggas know how to work a mic.
Oh man, Marcus is a throwback. He can play in any era of the NBA. I mean, he fit in the mold. I mean, tough. I think you need guys like him, and y'all fit that mold too. You need them guys like Stack, like you, like Marcus. Everybody loves playing with those guys. Like Kobe, like you can ask any All-Star, MVP, superstar. They like, who your favorite? It's gonna be that cat right there. That's gonna get in the trenches and do championship type plays. Like diving on the floor. I mean, he want to guard whoever. Like you need them guys to win. Straight up.
Pop and Steve Kerr said all the time. They're like, in order to win a championship, you need a guy like Stephen Jackson. You need a guy like Ron.
Stupid.
You need a guy like Tony Allen. You gotta have a guy like that.
You gotta have that.
Because that's gonna be the glue guy. You know what I mean? He's gonna sacrifice sometimes more than anybody else willing to sacrifice on the team to win the game.
They need to have a special on this. Like
Blue guys.
Straight up.
Huge position.
That story I don't think has been told.
And you don't get the outside respect and love, but like you said, how we understand and respect and love you. Players like you understand and respect players like us, and how important we were to the game. They don't understand it.
Yeah, that story definitely got to get told because
come to Showtime and tell them with us.
Yeah, man.
But when guys like us, we hear it from you, when we hear it from Kobe, that mean a lot to us. We know we was underrated. We know we didn't get our props.
Right.
Some shit we did that we didn't get it, but at the same time, we know we can play the game. We know we play. Yeah.
Real ones know it. Yeah, like I said, for us was Posey. Yeah. Posey was the glue. Like, man,
some people are like, who's James Pope? Like,
right. And they like, who is that? Y'all better look it up.
Good player.
Blue guys, man. That story needs to be told, man. I would love to watch that because there's a lot of names that people need to recognize on that.
What's some of your favorite non-Celtic teams?
My favorite non-Celtic teams?
Players to watch today.
Players to watch today. Westbrook for sure.
How can you not?
Like he don't get no respect. This dude got 3 straight years averaging a triple double. Like he not like how you don't get an MVP race every year?
That is
people like, cause he did it already. No, nobody's ever gonna do this again.
What a dub though.
Nobody's ever. That's almost equivalent to saying to Wilt's 100.
Yeah.
Like I don't think we'll see that.
Right.
I don't think we'll ever see nobody average a triple double 3 straight years with 30.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's not little. It's not bad at getting there.
It's not bad at getting there at all.
Come on.
Killing. I think Vince Carter too, probably the most disrespected superstars we have in the game.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, they Hall of Famers already.
I can't do that.
And they are. They disrespected them. I mean, that dude. You gotta watch out for them. Straight up. Yeah.
Thoughts on Battle of LA?
I love where the NBA is right now, especially in LA. LeBron, Kawhi, AD, PG, Doc. Oh man, I gotta give an edge to Clippers.
Me too.
I mean, I just think they tougher when it comes down to it. They got more tough guys.
I'll give them that, but that don't win the game for you all the time.
But you need it.
You need it.
But the Kang's got to be the Kang.
All right, so tell me this, Jack.
Right.
Who's the glue guy that you need on the Lakers?
Who's the glue guy? Right now, I think he just got inserted, but I think he can come into that guy, Morris.
Yeah, okay.
I think Morris can be. They don't have him now. I mean, they don't have that glue guy now, but I think Morris can insert today. They got 3, 4 of them for the Clippers. Man, was
But then they added his twin brother to the other side.
And now it's twin on the other side, so they got another one.
So how many guys are they going to be able to throw in LeBron in the playoffs?
It's gonna be a lot.
Name them.
It's gonna be a lot.
Kawhi,
Look, Kawhi, in my opinion, is the best player in the
they didn't even
my opinion. I mean, there's nobody that can go out and give you 30 and lock you up.
Like really lock you up.
Really lock
Oh
you
my
up.
gosh, you can't shoot that.
Yeah.
And I just look at it like if anybody had to imagine athletic Tim Duncan with LeBron James, you're seeing it right now.
That's scary.
Yeah.
I've never seen LeBron with a player like that, so that's why my ceiling is high.
Man, I know that's gonna be scary.
So you got the Clippers coming out of the West, you feel like?
I think the Clippers come out the West. I feel like they got the best player, and he's the most clutch player in the league.
Clank.
He definitely clutch. Kawhi is definitely clutch.
Yeah, I got the Clippers.
Yeah.
Out the East,
I think it's a toss-up, man.
man, earlier in the year I said Milwaukee, and I was sticking to it, but like now, I think the Celtics can come out the East. I'm telling you, Jason Tatum is different right now. I had a chance to watch it firsthand. When he played against the Lakers, and then he just played against Houston.
No fear.
He different now. I'm telling y'all, he different. He can match up. He can match what Giannis is doing right now.
I agree. What music you grew up on? Like what you listen to? I already know that we grew up with. I know some of the same shit. But what you jamming? What you was jamming growing up?
Growing up, West Coast. Yeah, I'm West Coast, so slow. But it started early. It was like E40 Too Short because I was born Spice. You know, I grew up on the Mac Mall. Oh man, you bringing it back. You know. You know. Oh, and then when I moved to LA, it was all about Snoop, Dre, Pac.
Yeah.
Heavy West Coast. I never had a chance to meet Pac. I saw Pac though. Okay. I saw him. I was in college and I went down to Freaknik. I don't know. Atlanta. It was like a holiday. It's spring break in Atlanta.
Yeah.
You know, everybody go out there. So I went out there in college and he was at Lenox Mall. So I just saw him walk by and I just saw a crowd of people around him. It was like just seeing his aura. It was like, man, I never met him, but I had a chance to see him, and see him move. I was like, they're gonna pipe. I was like, they're gonna pop.
From one artist to another, you pinned something. You were a big fan of Prince, and named your son.
Yeah, Prince is a legend, man. I mean, rest in peace, man. He's one of the best. No.
That's a dark-skinned version of Prince.
Hey, you know what's so funny? Guys is dressing like Prince now.
Man, they killing me.
Not even know.
Man, they killing me with
Oh,
that
they dressing like Prince.
There's only one Prince, dog. There's only one Prince.
And he was doing this 30 years ago.
Yes.
Oh, that's crazy, ain't it? No, shout out to Prince.
That was his swag, though. He wasn't trying to, you know what I'm saying? That was just his swag. Oh, you want to do that again? Top 5 artists all time. You know, we see we got our...
Ooh, top 5 artists?
Yeah, top 5 artists
me,
all time.
Yeah,
order? No order?
Top 5 all time.
Well, I got 2 of them that's on this wall.
Of course.
For sure, Biggie and Tupac. and I'm gonna throw Jay-Z in there. Ooh, man, it's hard not to just.
Everybody gets stuck after those three.
Jay-Z,
Pop, Big, everybody gets stuck right there.
All right, I'm gonna go off who I used to just always pump all the time. Ooh, damn, that's the spot. Snoop for sure. And then that last one, oh man, I'm gonna have to go back. I'm gonna say Eric B. and Rakim.
Eric B. and Rakim, can't go wrong. Teachers.
Yeah, I like Eric. I used to pump him all day.
Teachers of the game.
Eric B. They was hard. Eric Rakim. I'm gonna say Rakim.
That's nice. We're in a nice space right now. I was fortunate enough to battle a little bit with Stephen A. Smith on First Take about cannabis and sports.
Yeah.
You're someone that's in the business, in the space. What are your thoughts overall, the business of cannabis and then athletes in cannabis?
I mean, I think the more and more people get the knowledge, you know, it's starting to be more accepted because, like, us growing up, you look at it as people always look at cannabis as a gateway drug to other things, which is not.
Gateway to snacks. To eat, that's all.
Right. And I think it's been widely accepted, and I'm in the cannabis business. You know, I do a wholesale
What's your brand called?
Western Green Mamba.
Okay.
And so, yeah, so I'm in the space, and you know, I feel like there's a place for it, and not only in sports, but in just life.
Damn.
The more and more you learn about it and learn to help, how I can help you. You know, right now we're in the middle of an opioids crisis, and where people are like getting addicted and dying. If you have alternate ways of medication, such as cannabis, why is there a big deal surrounding it? You know, we don't look at alcohol the same way. Like, but the way we look at like stuff that's really killing you, we don't frown upon, but we frown upon.
Actually helps.
Right. You got that. I mean, you know, our alcohol sponsors are sponsoring professional teams. You know, like you said, the motherfucking Celtics were smoking cigarettes in the locker room. How many people take that? You know what I mean? Like the real problems they don't look at. But I think because cannabis has been stereotyped as a black drug for such a long time, that it's really starting to people realize that it's not. It's no color. Everybody, you know, everybody partakes. And like you said, I think the key is the education.
Yeah, you gotta get educated on it and figure it out. You know, it's no big deal
at all.
Quick hitters. Favorite road crowd silence.
New York Knicks.
Yeah, the big boys there.
Oh, what?
The big boys in the
Almost gave Nate a concussion.
Oh man, that was classic. Yeah. That was classic.
They was more excited than you.
I know, man. I was in my moment. Like, you know, I hit the game winner.
Jumping everywhere. They hit your motherfucker.
Oh, that picture I got. That's the funniest picture ever. Nate jumping up and falling on his neck, dog.
But still jump right back up.
I know.
Your all-time clutch five.
All-time clutch. Who I think is clutch?
Yeah, top five.
Top five for sure. Jordan. For sure. Kobe. Larry Bird.
Nice.
Larry Bird. I'm gonna say Jordan, Bird, Magic. Gotta throw Magic in there. I mean, I remember that. We still play that hook shot he hit in the garden. And last one, I'm gonna give it up to D Wade, man.
Clutch.
Yeah, for sure.
Flash, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it up to D Wade. He up there, man.
I like that. Toughest matchup of your career?
Toughest matchup. You know what? I done said different people over different times. Cause think about this. I have to play against Vince Carter, Melo, LeBron, Kobe, T-Mac.
This goes on.
Greedy ass nigga.
It's just they can kill you in so many different ways, and I think
Oh, shit.
I seen a picture of all us on there, and it say smile and Kobe gave you 40, and we
I
all
seen that
smiling.
when we was in there.
I see that look, they had Jalen Rose with 2 mouths.
No, I mean, but I consistently go back because all them guys is hard to guard, but like for me, I'm gonna say Melo. Because Melo made you feel it.
Out, he's strong.
No, but
Cold.
like how you feel him. Like feel his points. And what I mean by that is like he gonna like use some shoulders all night in your chest. He gonna be physical, more physical than all the rest of them with his 40. And I didn't appreciate that.
Similar to you, that's what you used to do guys, though. Put that big ass shoulder body on it.
But like for somebody to do that to you, you like didn't appreciate that, dog. You like, damn, like, and it's his physicality, the way he did it. You know, the rest of them was more finesse with it, but his physicality.
Don't none of y'all want threes?
Oh yeah, I hated that. I hated that. And so I'm gonna give it up to Melo on that.
Yeah, sound like Melo.
Well, man, that's a wrap. We want to thank our guest, Paul Pierce, man.
It's good to be here.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you. Boy, appreciate you.
Support my fam, man.
Yes,
sir.
Appreciate you, man.
That's why you got blocked. Pass it out. Pass it to me. You can't shoot, nigga.
Oh, begging segment.
Oh, yeah, my bad, man. So, Paul, we have a segment always that Jack begs our guests for something. Jack, what you begging for today?
Well, since the conversation's going on, we got some grass.
What kind of grass you need?
Whatever your grass that has the highest level of terpenes or that tastes the best, send me some of that. And we was talking outside, he got a sick collection of Air Force Ones.
Oh, you need some Air Force.
You wear 14, don't you?
I wear 14 and 15.
So do we.
I got you, dog.
Begging session is official.
I got you. I got a box coming your way.
That's a wrap. We'd like to thank our guest, Paul Pierce, for coming through. You can catch us on Showtime Basketball YouTube channel or all platforms streaming podcasts.
All of them.
I heard CP3 in the group for me.
I'm not leaving. Not yet.
Gotta hit the streets, make some money. People like us must destroy people like him. Buckle up. Get Showtime free at Showtime.com.
My brother Jack. Let's go. Just getting started.
Welcome back to a special COVID-19 edition of All the Smoke Satellite with my brother Jack with the virtual handshake.
You know what I'm saying?
I can't feel your sweaty hands. I'm kind of happy about that.
Oh.
You gotta put the soul on. You put the soul on the end of it though. The handshake. You put the soul on the end of it. Yeah, man. All that. Yeah.
Oh, this show is gay. all that. Oh yeah.
Mine, former teammate, Chris Paul. Welcome.
See Pencil.
What's happening, fellas?
Appreciate your time, man.
From the house.
So you back in LA, right, with the fam?
Back in LA, man. As soon as I got the chance to leave Oklahoma City to get back here with the crew, I was the first thing smoking.
So how is it? We both got kids that go to school together. I know that homework is kicking my ass. Like, this online stuff is no joke, man. How's it been over there? You're in game mode mentally, but now you're at home with the family during this epidemic. What's it like
Chris
back
Paul?
in the mix?
Listen, man. It's crazy because it's different. It's different, especially being in Oklahoma the past 6-7 months, waking up when I want to wake up, watching shows all the time every morning, and then to have this break and then to come home and be thrown right into these math problems and these word problems and projects. Because Chris, the boys too, they had to work on that project or whatever, right? Where they had to write a story.
Commercial, all that, write the story.
Chris
Yeah,
Wilson.
write paragraphs. He's trying to make the picture big just so he can put like 2 sentences.
Less words. Hey, you was telling us a story off camera about how you was working them out the other day. Talk to us about
Hey, yo.
that.
Listen, man. And you know, Johnny, like when I'm gone, Johnny usually dribble too much.
Shout out dribble too much.
Yeah, he works Chris out, and it's great. But us traveling all the time as dads, we don't never get the chance to do it ourselves.
Right.
So now being home, we was working out the other day, and little Chris was like, come on out here. I had him doing some sprints. Said, you want to go to the basketball court and stuff? He said he was tired, and then he sort of cried and all that, but I don't know about y'all, but my pops was hard on me. He was real hard on me. And so, man, little Chris went in his room. We got that little Nest camera where you can see what he's saying and what he's doing. And he was in there talking cold hard cash. He was talking. And he was like, man, I'm ready for daddy to go back. What? Man, that hurt me. It hurt me like for real.
That's
It
tough.
hurt me. It hurt me.
That's tough. Because, you know, big shout out to moms. I really want to shout out moms and teachers right now, man. Moms are just that day-to-day life of just holding down the fort while we play. And then teachers. Teachers.
Man, shout out
y'all
to
are
all of them.
underpaid, man.
Listen, first thing I did when I caught little Chris saying that was I called my folks. I called my mom and my daddy, and I told my daddy, I said, I know I'm doing something right.
Right.
Because me and my brother told my daddy we was going to call social services on him. Yeah, we used to.
And shout out to all the teachers that's passed.
Nah, I ain't gonna tell your dad you gonna call social service.
Because he's probably beating his ass too much.
That's how you do it. Hey, Jack, I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. I don't know if you can pass the kind of shit they doing right now. Like I'm thinking, I'm what, 5th grade? So what's 5th grade? I'm 30 years, almost 30 years removed from the schoolwork they're doing. So I definitely don't remember that shit. And I'm looking at these math problems, and then
they got Singapore math and all this stuff. They learn so many different ways. I carried the one.
That shit is outdated. That's because we got them in these schools, CP. These schools, these very expensive private schools. No. Chris, you know, a lot of people don't know Chris. Little Chris goes to school with my boys over at Viewpoint now, so it was dope to get them because they always play together. I just sent you that video the other day. I was going through my Instagram. I couldn't sleep, and there was a picture of them when me and Chris were on the Clippers. I want to say like in 2013, and the boys were at my condo in Marina Del Rey, and they're so little trying to shoot the basket. It was just crazy. I sent that shit to Chris the other day. And, you know, they were really close, obviously, while we played together with the Clips. And then, you know, once I was gone, and then Chris went to Houston, they still stayed in contact, but really didn't get to see each other. Then, you know, Chris decided to move his family back to LA as home, and send them to Viewpoint now. So now it's dope to see them play on the same teams and give them a chance to grow up with each other. It's been really fun.
It's so dope. And you know what's crazy about it is that before Chris was at school with the twins, he was at school with Cameron, with Stack's son, and that was his right-hand man. That was his right-hand man when they was at Buckley. And now it's crazy because when I started having kids, I wanted to have 3. I originally wanted 3. I wanted to have 2 boys because I'm one of 2 boys and a girl. And the fact that I only got 2, Carter and Isaiah are the brothers that Chris never had.
They love it, man. That's dope. Them dudes are stuck on FaceTime constantly all throughout. I'm just like, you just talk to little Chris.
All day,
all the little dances. Tell him to, you know, we got 500 likes. I think if we do this time, the likes will go up. Like they're always strategizing about this TikTok. The shit, I just gotta sit back and laugh because they're fucking around looking at their phone while they're playing video games and talking to little Chris and then playing video games and then they stop the video game and do a whole TikTok dance, go back to the like this shit. It's crazy. So like our thing is, so for Viewpoint, they're supposed to be in school from like 9 to 3. Like, so it's like a real last day and it would trip me out.
Oh, it is.
What they would trip me out is like the little, well, Dad, we're supposed to take a break. This is normally our 15-minute break, so this is when we got to take a break. I'm like, nah, you got to keep your mother, let's do this motherfucking work. No, Dad, this is our break. I'm like, okay, so like give me a little 15-20-minute break.
Routine, man. I'm trying to fuck up the routine, man. You try to fuck up the routine.
Straight up.
Dang, we was on dirt.
Right, because if we take him out at lunchtime, and that's when we go on our runs, or we'll play football, play basketball. Dad, we have an hour now to do recess, so I'm just like.
Oh, it was just him. I should have shielded up. I would have had him.
It's amazing to be a part of it, man. I hate that we're going through this, but being able to spend a lot more time with my boys, even though it's tough, man, I love it. Yeah. So talk to us a little bit. What is the state, you being obviously the president of the Players for the NBA. Where do we stand with what the hell is going on right now?
Man, you know what's crazy is it's so much uncertainty, and for everybody. And I don't know, it's weird. It's weird because a lot of times there's a lot of stuff going on within the league or whatever, a lot of moving parts, and somebody got the answers, right? You just got to try to figure out who got them. You know, think about like when we get texts or all that stuff like that. So we like, man, somebody know if we're gonna get suspended. Somebody know the answer.
Right.
In this situation, nobody knows. Like it's crazy. I was talking to Adam the other day, and I mean, like for real. Shout out to Adam and the fact that he actually communicates with us. You know what I mean?
I like Adam Silver, man.
Yeah, and trying to figure out what's right, but just there's no answers right now. Everybody just basically got to wait and see, you know, how this thing plays out. And obviously, at the end of the day, we all like Miss Hoopman. Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
Like this Jordan documentary.
Oh yeah, it's much needed.
What?
But it's still what 19 days away.
Yeah, man.
We ain't got nothing but time.
I don't think we all realize how much like we appreciate the game, or appreciate all the little things. You know what I mean? It's crazy something like this have to happen, right? Right. It makes you like when somebody hits you and say, "Yo, you want to go have drinks?" You know, you be like, "Nah, I'm chill tonight. Watch what happens next time."
Right. They're gonna be out once we get clear. Take the.
But right now with hoop, we just really don't know, man.
You talking to any of the guys, keeping up, see what they're doing? What are you kind of doing as far as communication with players still?
Man, as far as my teammates, like we got a group chat or whatnot. We all FaceTime the other day just to see what everybody had going on. Man, I talked to Kyle Lowry yesterday. I talked to Rudy Gay. Talked to Braun. I mean, I was talking to all different guys. And then the cool thing too is our executive committee now, right? It's a great mix of guys. C.J. McCullum, Andre Iguodala, Jaylen Brown, Anthony Tolliver, all these guys. We all just trying to figure out the possibilities because you know, it's paychecks, it's all this different type stuff. There's so much stuff that goes into trying to make these decisions, and I don't know. It's like working out. That's what I think we all take for granted. Yeah, Kyrie too. Yeah. Kyrie new on the board, man, which is so dope. So I actually talked to Kyrie for a while the other day, probably like 2-3 days ago. When I got down to the Bahamas after the All-Star game, I walked into the big meeting for the room for the meeting, and I walked in and I seen Kai sitting next to Brad Beal, and I was like, damn, Kai, I ain't never seen you. Like, I was excited to see him, you know what I mean? And we talked about it, and you always need those voices because everybody ain't gonna have the same opinion. Right. You know, so having y'all know when y'all came in, Matt, y'all came through, it didn't like that. You know what I mean? Guys didn't get an input about anything. I mean, they didn't feel comfortable doing it. Right. Now, any decision that's made, you best believe that majority of the players are doing it.
Well, you know why? I credit that to you and Braun because now the main reason why motherfuckers comfortable speaking their mind on certain shit that they wouldn't speak their mind on before, or because we didn't, is because they know y'all listening. They ain't just speaking for nothing. Y'all actually taking their opinion and what they thinking to heart, you know what I'm saying, and really paying attention to them. So I think that makes a difference, man. Shout out to you and Braun and the rest of y'all guys for getting that done.
Definitely. Appreciate that, but shout out to, for real, the players, like everybody as a whole. I think we all, and we still getting better. Even having things like this, all the smoke, where guys can come on and just be comfortable and be themselves. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I don't care what it is. Players know players.
Right, straight up.
You know what I mean?
Straight up.
You know how you think. And this helps me even in the business world when I think about entertainment or whatnot. Like, I'm actually gonna do something like April 6th where I'm doing a few interviews or whatnot. But I think about it as a player as far as how do you make those requests. You know what I mean? Like you think about your relationships, and I'm sure y'all do all the smoke. I'm sure like the producers and stuff be like, look, let's get this person. We'll send the invite, and y'all be like, nah, let me do it. And it's different.
Exactly.
So you just know when you are the talent and you the hooper.
Right, no, it's good. I want to jump back before I forget because we didn't get a chance to speak about it, bro. I want to shout you out and everyone involved that was in the process of changing the All-Star game. That shit was amazing,
Awesome.
bro. Shit was amazing. The competition level, the excitement, the quality of play. Like, I really want to tip my hat to you, bro, especially because you brought life back. Because that game was on life support, real talk. And you and whoever helped you come up with the idea, definitely a shout out to you. But tell me how that came about, because I know you were very integral in that happening.
That's crazy because I'll be forgetting about that sometimes. It's funny, man, because even the whole thing of doing the draft, right? How you draft now, right? As far as the All-Star game, me, Michelle Roberts, and Adam and their team, we actually came up with that idea too. And the reasoning behind that was like, I've been blessed to play in all these All-Star games, but I felt like I was playing with the same guys year in and year out.
All the time, right?
Yeah, so I was, and I'm always looking at it from a fan perspective. So the funniest thing is that I actually sort of came up with that idea, but I had never made an All-Star game to play in it.
Oh, since.
Right. Since coming up with that idea, I hadn't made an All-Star game to play in it. And so last year, the TBT tournament that comes on right during the summer, the championship game was in Chicago. I'm a big fan. I had a team in the TBT. I was at the game, and it was crazy. Ohio State won the championship. So after the game, I called Adam. Well, I think before the game, I called Adam, and I was like, Adam, you should watch this game. Watch the TBT. I think we should try to introduce it into the All-Star game. Adam watched it. We talked about it, for a while. And then, when we unfortunately lost our brother Kobe or whatnot, me and Adam talked again about how to sort of switch it up a little bit to honor Kobe at the same time. And then what was even better was that I finally made the All-Star game. Right?
Right.
I didn't know that was gonna happen. And you know me, man, I'm a crazy competitor, so
yeah, times 10.
Man, listen. And that's one of the biggest things I miss about Kobe and not getting that opportunity to play with him when the trade stuff happened is that
I was there. They blocked that shit. I couldn't believe it. Remember, I was talking to you. You were talking to me and Kobe. I'm like, bro, what, you gonna fucking love LA? There's nothing like being a Laker. Next day I know they blocked, David Stern blocks the trade.
They said it's over for that.
That was crazy.
But the crazy part about the All-Star games is that me and Cole used to always say, we won't lose. Like,
right. He told us that.
Yeah, we used to beat a lot of people. And the thing was, fans would be like, oh, the game wasn't good. And we'd be like, well, we just gonna beat y'all ass. We ain't got nothing to do with that.
But no, Cole told us, he said he would look over at you and be like, CP, let's go.
Every time. Man, listen, All-Star Game 2009 in Phoenix. Y'all should look back and see what the score was. We beat them so bad. We won All-Star Game so bad. And I'll never forget it because Phil Jackson was the coach, right? And I remember coming in the locker room for the All-Star Game. Usually the All-Star Game locker room is chill. Like Shaq was on the team. Shaq be wild in the locker room. Man, Phil Jackson come in there and he was like, Paul, what does Iverson like to do? I was like, yeah, what's going on? This is an All-Star game. Phil Jackson, he coached that game. We went out there and we sort of played almost like it was man-to-man, but if somebody had the ball on the right wing, it was shit. Like Pau Gasol had to come over to the elbow. So it looked like a zone, right? Somebody researched, figured out what the score was. Because Braun and D-Wade them was so mad during the game. They was like, y'all just gonna play a zone? We wore them out.
That's what's up. Nah, man, shout out to Kobe. But no, tell us, just tell us about how it finally came about, like I said, and just how you